Hey, good evening. Guess what? It's Monday. Once again, it's time for the off night. A bunch of old fellers and our lady folks to make a little magic happen. So tell you what, kick back, relax, and here comes your host. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Mark Sweetman.
Oh, no, I did the wrong
Mark?
thing. I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
no,
Hold on
he's
just
there.
a second.
All
Just
right.
a second. Yeah. I'm here. I am absolutely positive. Okay. I am here. Hold on.
We
Yeah,
are
that's what I need to
connecting
do. I need to
There
hit.
we go. There. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
And
Yeah.
that should. There we are. There we go.
Ah!
There we go. There we go.
Oh.
I had to put what he needs to put.
Yeah. Just like in bed.
Oh no.
He can't find anything.
You guys said it. I don't get mad at me on this one.
I'm just doing a Burns and Allen. What's it? Nichols and May.
The Bickersons.
The Bickersons.
Oh, does any again? Speaking of things people don't remember anymore, but yet.
Are they public domain yet?
They are public domain. We did one of their scripts.
We did the Bickersons at the Unclub one night.
Abbreviated version of one of their scripts at the Unclub one night. Yep.
That was
Some
fun.
years ago, I forget the name of the comedian, but he was granted permission, and this would never happen now, to put a live stage performance of Star Trek, Spock's Brain, widely considered to be one of the worst episodes from the original series. And he was out in California, and he was able to stage it as a play, and it ran for 30 nights to wild acclaim.
It sounds like something.
It sounds like a shadow cast.
It sounds like something Steve Scrovan would do.
Yeah,
I think it is. He
was one of the head writers and producers at the Everybody Loves Raymond show.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff he would do.
Yeah, because he had the money to build sets. He had a captain's chair built.
Right.
I mean, so that again, and nowadays, with Star Trek being stuck between one large, giant, mega corporation and another.
Hey, Andy.
And speaking of Star Trek, here's Andy from the stars.
Hi.
We had to start without you, Andy. Sorry about that.
I've been following the stars all day. Okay. Yes, everything's very interesting. Yes. Why?
Live from the cosmos.
Why is Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn moving to Colorado? We don't know.
I don't know.
Are they really? Huh.
They're moving to a cabin in Colorado. I think it has to do with the Madison movie.
I don't know. They did a Santa and Mrs. Claus film.
They did a Christmas movie,
and it wasn't a great film, but they were adorable in it.
I know, but
I totally approved of the casting.
I blame Kurt Russell because now they all want muscle-bound Santas.
Oh, who doesn't?
No. Oh no. And
Kurt Russell and the last one, the red one movie show.
Wasn't Goldie Hawn in that too?
I just watched a Kurt Russell film, and I think it was from like 2005 or something. But I can't believe I'd never seen the film before. But it's about a horse.
Of course.
It's inspired by a true story, and
isn't every story inspired by a true? I mean, you could say that about everything.
Well,
everything is inspired by.
It's got 6-year-old.
I should put that in my act. This next joke is inspired by true.
Fanning. What's her name?
Dakota.
Dakota Fanning's the 6-year-old daughter in it.
But
it was really good, and the horse.
Do we have our conspiracy of the week ready to shoot out of the?
Wow.
Not right now. I just want to make sure we have it ready. All right, because
you know me.
The last one was bringing up was the Nazis have a
I can't do this. It's so hard for me.
Have a secret base in Antarctica. That was the last one we left off on. The Nazis have a secret base in Antarctica. So that's the one that you want to discuss about that. Or we have
secret base in Antarctica.
This is one that's interesting. I think this is a very interesting philosophical argument. We are living in the Matrix.
I like that one.
People believe that we are living in the Matrix.
What is the philosophical belief segment, study, theory, whatever, that says that every moment time splits? Have you ever heard this before?
Yes.
I
Yes.
haven't.
And the moment of your consciousness right now, there are billions of your consciousness out there because every moment time
I think King Solomon said it in There's Nothing New Under the Sun.
Well,
everything that's been thought before. Everything that's been done before.
He didn't mention
new.
billions
Boy, that
of
sure
sun, though.
sounds like a Andrew Lloyd Webber song.
Yeah. Well, I know there's a philosophy, some sort of philosopher that says we are just basically that we're in a brain inside a petri dish, and that's what the world is.
Well,
I've heard that. Also, everything physical is not physical.
Yeah,
because everything get down to an atom, and then atoms can be taken apart, and those quarks are. Eventually, you just get to energy, and there's nothing physical.
And atoms are mostly empty space.
Right. Exactly.
If you were to conceive of an atom,
that now they're trying to sell advertising on that space, on an empty atom space.
Atoms.
Well, speaking of Andrew Lloyd Webber and King Solomon, perhaps that was a musical play because it's called Song of Songs or Song of Solomon. And apparently he wrote over 2,000, but we only have like 5 of his songs that made it into the Bible.
Well, if we'd had publishing, they would have lasted.
Yeah, you know what? It's because he broke up with his lyricist and joined up with Bernie Taupin.
No, I think because that's the wife of his youth, probably his first wife, and then he married 1,000 other women. So she probably. Was
a lot of his other songs just basically jingles. Okay, those songs. They're just jingles out there.
Oh dear.
Who's Surratt? He wants to cut. He's got a cut for Surratt. Okay.
I can see King Solomon sitting at his harp and going, "Who remembers this one?"
Well, David his father was King David, and he was a musician. So
yeah, not so good for kids.
Are we ready for some newsworthy poetry?
I got it right here.
How could we forget?
Okay.
We went from that. I got the moon was a projection. No, okay, all right. I'll wait on that one.
No.
When I said do we have our conspiracy theories loaded up, I meant are we ready to do that tonight? We're still going to go in order. We're still going to do the poem first. So
all right.
Here's Susan with our weekly news poem.
All right, June 1st, 2026. Ebola is spreading. Possibly now it is in Brazil. The world is a mess, but we are all here still. In the Pacific, alleged drug boat is struck. 4th attack this week. 3 dead and 0 evidence. Death toll 205, a new peak. Trump is losing in court and he's getting upset. Here are some court rulings that may make him fret. A judge has made an inquiry into his IRS lawsuit. Concerns for misconduct, reopening the case to boot. This temporarily blocks Trump's $1.8 billion slush fund. And the Kennedy Center graffiti ruling has him stunned. Get your stupid name off the Kennedy Center, you moron. In less than 2 weeks, his name must be gone. And also the court blocked the 2-year renovation closure. The Kennedy Center will continue to have shows and exposure. Don't forget the recent rulings where tariffs were knocked down. The U.S. court system is rigged, truthed the orange clown. Trump doesn't like losing, so he goes on attack. Just like a whiny bitch, he's bent and he might crack. The E. Jean Carroll defamation case, Trump lost, accuser won. So the DOJ goes on attack with a criminal probe. Not fun. Trump owes $88.3 million across 2 separate civil lawsuits. He hasn't paid a dime to Carroll. He's busy with cahoots. He's pulling out all the stops, getting out his little whip. Trump's throwing shit against a wall, hoping something sticks.
And there's our poem. That's our poem for the week. All right, let's take the item that wasn't about Trump on here.
Ebola.
Ebola.
Sounds like a dance number.
Oh, yeah. Dance? It sounds like a Texas tie. My bowl is right here. I don't know where my hat is.
I wrote this yesterday, and it turns out the two people they thought in Brazil might have Ebola had something else. But
there you go.
There's a lot of concern.
How do you mistake? It's like, well, it might be influenza, or it could be mid-stage Ebola.
I think because they traveled through that.
Could be congested.
Oh, yeah.
One of those. Yeah. They traveled through the Congo or something and arrived in Brazil, and then they were very sick. So,
well, all the more reason to not go to the Congo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mid-summer. It's not vacation
all right,
season in the
here
Congo.
We go. Here's our first poll question of the night. Which is worse, a cruise ship or the Congo? Cruise ship or the Congo?
Oh, that's a good, because the cruise ship does have shrimp and all you can eat shrimp bar.
not if you're locked in the room.
But you're only going to have it for about 3 minutes before you throw it up.
Yeah, you got the hantavirus, and you're right. I mean, either way, you're only renting the food for a much shorter period of time. Let's not go.
Well, the hantavirus is less contagious than Ebola.
Well, Ebola, at least you got the whole country to take a crap in if you're if you're on that ship.
But yeah, I don't want to be on a cruise ship.
No. It's sort of a trailer park with propellers.
They're neither one of them good choices, Mark.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, I mean, that's the point of some of these. I mean, it's not like you've got your choice: heaven or a weekend in El Segundo.
I don't mind El Segundo.
I'd take heaven though. I'd take heaven.
There's a couple of playgrounds down there. I'm taking the kids.
Every time I get close to one, the box on my ankle starts shocking me. So I'm afraid I just wouldn't know. I'll take your word for it. I do know that I would love to go visit Temecula, which, as I'm sure Andy knows, used to be the filming sites for The Invaders. The classic
Wine country.
I've heard of Temecula, yes. Now, it's in California, right?
Yep, I have family out there.
Yep, and as we all know, this is where architect David Vincent took a wrong turn on a long night, searching for his way home, only to encounter the invaders. And unlike Star Trek and other wimpy sci-fi series of the day, their laser weapons were set to destroy everything. They killed everyone.
Set to stun. No, destroy.
I mean, they were not messing around.
Yeah, that was a show that Trump watched. Everybody else watched Star Trek.
Almost everything will be about. Oh my god! All right, yes. My goodness, get out of your system, folks.
Star Trek.
Yeah, about to say.
I hear and obey.
Did you see
when you
with Neil deGrasse Tyson, he talked about how all the aliens look like us. Like, pointy ears, it's supposed to be an alien. Spock had pointy ears. So did, baby Grogu.
Well,
don't mess with baby Grogu.
The first encounter we have with aliens, as long as we're on the conspiracy theories here, this kind of goes along that line. Sort of science fiction theories.
Yes.
I don't think, because of our atmosphere and how our bios operate, water, air, all that stuff, and so many, and every other animal either lives in the sea or lives on the land where they breathe air. It's all oxygen, right? And so there's different forms of
nitrogen and oxygen.
Now I am thinking that when the aliens get here, we're not gonna see them. They're gonna send their bots down. We're gonna meet their bots, or probes, whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
And I'm sure if they study us enough, they'll probably make them look and act like us.
That's not the experience I had.
Well, that's.
I tell you what, it's not the experience they had when they met me. But let's not. It's a family show.
That's pretty close to Battlestar Galactica there. So but honestly, my theory is we're all robots. We're biological robots, and there's other hard tech robots.
Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson said, he pointed out how a banana and a human, we share like 50% of the same genes or something like that.
Same DNA.
Oh, we
same
share
genes or same DNA, something like that. 50%. So
we're halfway to being a banana.
He said something, and I'm paraphrasing, but something to the effect of an alien should look at least as much different from us as a banana and a human.
Yeah.
Well, I guess now I can't be as against a banana ball as I had been.
Yeah.
Well, that's the fun part about Hail Mary the movie, is that they went through a whole series of like, does life have to be biological or have to be based on carbon?
Yeah. So they had the rock.
You saw the Rock was actually alive. Yeah.
Yeah. So I liked that film really a lot. That
film.
was really good.
Could have been a half hour shorter.
It was good though. It was good. I liked it.
No, but you're right, Mark. The tendency now is to go like for 2 hours and 45 minutes when you could have got it done in 2 hours and oh, which reminds me, I recently had the chance to watch a really nice copy of Clute, the 1970 or 71
Jane Fonda, Donald
Sutherland, the first of the Alan Pakula conspiracy theory. Speaking of conspiracies, that's the first of his 3 paranoia movies. There's Clute, Parallax.
I'm sure I've seen it, but it's been forever, so I remember next to nothing about it.
Palooka or Pakula?
Pakula.
Yeah. Alan Pakula. Isn't he the guy that did We Love You, Alice B. Toklas? Wasn't that his film?
Yep. And sadly, he died on the LIE. He had like a heart attack or something.
Oh.
And had a car crash on the LIE. But he does Clute. He does Parallax Factor with Warren Beatty, and then he does All the President's Men, which obviously gave Dustin Hoffman and that other fella, the guy who did
Robert.
The good-looking one. Not that their careers weren't doing pretty well, but pretty much puts solid rocket boosters on them and sends them into the stratosphere. Well, after that.
Yeah, Robert Redford had already done Barefoot in the Park.
Oh, they'd already done good. They'd already
done Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
And I think the Sting, they did the Sting before that.
Sting was after All the President's Men.
As I said, they'd already been well established.
Because All the President's Men had to have Watergate happen before they could make that one. So it had to be like 74 or later.
Jason Robards has a very nice supporting role as the
He was a great actor.
Wasn't he a great actor?
He was a great actor. I don't think
he could do light comedy. He could do it. He was in A Boy and His Dog. In that outlandish makeup, but yet it works. And
send out the bait. Yeah,
he was in 1,000 Clowns. Which again is a very bittersweet, very 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 interesting.
Very funny, but also it's a comedy, but it's also one of the first comedy dramas, really.
Yeah. The dramedy or whatever
dramedy
that we use these days.
Dramedy.
Again, and I forget who played the Katharine Graham character. I can't remember. I know that when All the President's Men became Lou Grant, the television show on TV. Which is essentially, he had 1 or 2 seasons as when it was a serious show.
Yeah.
And they had Mrs. Pinchon, who was played by Nancy, who would later become Mrs. Soprano.
Mrs. Soprano.
Yes. And you really
tell my wife she needs to watch The Sopranos.
Oh, she does. Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Well, not that you'll see some of the best acting. I mean, some of the women who are in that show. Well, I mean, everyone was wonderfully cast, and I'm sure Sam is sitting right now screaming at us, saying, "But he should have been the dealer. He should have been, instead of Mazursky."
Right.
He's coming back from beyond the grave right now to let us know the error in that casting choice.
Let me check the stars.
All right, I'm heading out.
All right.
Conspiracies.
Thanks for your poem.
Thank you.
All right.
She won't be here for the conspiracy theories.
Good luck with the grandchild. You guys have fun.
Is there anybody with the baby?
Okay, good. Oh, I mean, it's too young to let her play in the street by herself, I would think.
Oh, we try.
Oh, you would think.
Well, see, she agrees.
Haven't been to too many Detroit streets, have you? They seem to let the kids go out no matter how old they are,
Well, hey, remember Dave Chappelle? I mean, that was one of his early acts. Was talking about how he's on the streets in Washington, D.C., and there's like a baby on the street there slinging dope. And, of course, you had to see Chappelle's sort of physical intonations to really get the joke. It was a brilliant piece of stand-up and physical comedy.
Cool. Right.
You know, while Dave was on his way to becoming the funniest person alive. Maybe Chris. All right, I'll ask you two. Who was the funniest comedians alive when you were there, when you saw them? I mean, maybe they didn't make it, maybe they did, but a set that left you just like absolutely wrecked.
Rich Jenny.
Yes, I saw his HBO special. Yes, Richard Jenny.
Jenny.
Oh, look who's trying to upstart.
This may sound interesting, but for me, it was Maria Bamford.
I've never heard of her. What did she do?
Oh, she's still working. She's still working.
Still good. I laughed so hard at her stuff.
I like, because it's never scripted, I really like Paula Poundstone.
Paula Poundstone, yes.
Her stuff is stream of consciousness.
And she doesn't break character.
Funny. I've seen her twice. I've seen her twice in concert, and one time she was over at I met her out at in Grand Rapids at the not what's his name's place, but the other one,
Dr. Grin's
studio. Not Dr. Grin's or the Pink Soda, the soda place. It wasn't.
Not familiar with Grand Rapids anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I haven't been to Grand Rapids since the Perfect Comedy Den.
Well, that club is gone. It's been gone for like 25 years, but that's where I saw.
I'm sure it had. Well, I haven't been to Grand Rapids in 25 years. So.
Got it.
Oh, I take that back. I was in Grand Rapids last fall. My daughter's friend got married there. I can't remember what I was going to ask now, but
I would have to say
Judy in Grand Rapids, and I picked up Jesus.
I know what I was going to mention. I've got the poll up on the screen, and I was going to take it down, but at first I wanted to see how it works. It says type 1 or 2 in the chat. You see how you have the option. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out where the chat is for me to do that.
Which is worse?
Is there a chat button here somewhere? Oh, here we go. Here's chat right here. Okay. All right.
I guess I can't hit it. Okay.
All right. Hold on. Okay. So
I've got it in a little
cruise ship. Cruise ship is worse than the condo, so I'm going to vote 1. So if I set 1 and enter, what do we get? What happens?
Let's see. Mark Sweetman says 1.
I just sent something to Jason Grant. I didn't want that. I wanted to go in the poll there. Let me see what else we got here.
Let me see. I got the message that says, let me see. Raul arrives with the package in an hour. Don't open package. Okay.
Yeah, we know what that is. All right, hold on here.
Well, yeah.
So where is our chat? Like, what is this? And I don't want to hit any. Oh, I just hit the Leave Studio button. Hold on. All right, there we go.
Oh yeah, studio chat.
I dodged that bullet.
So studio chat, 4 people. I don't know what this is. Chat was everyone in the studio. So I can hit stuff. Okay.
Oh, Jason Grant, did you vote?
I did. I did.
So I don't know how it's not really keeping the numbers in the poll though. The votes are not in the poll.
Oh no.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't know how to do this, so it's not giving me an opportunity to vote.
Now I found the button to reset it if we wanted to do counting. I can't find I can't find the button that shows us what the poll numbers are.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I don't know. Do we have people watching this at all?
Occasionally. Yeah.
Right now it says 0. Well, you know what? Because we let it play the whole week on YouTube, we occasionally get a viewer, and they don't track how much time they viewed. So when I see like 25 views, I think it's like somebody shared like a 15-second segment of something we said. It's goofy, and 15 of their friends looked at it or something.
Or someone's duct taped to a chair in a dark basement.
Oh, there's that too.
Yeah, I know. Look, I have to go. What time is it? That was at 8:25. For those of you keeping score at home, 8:25 for the duct tape and chair reference.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Just one. Hey, last week. I did a nice clean show for the entire show. So did any of you
Thank you.
care? No, you
thank
didn't.
you. We did care.
We did care. We did care.
Well, there you go.
It seemed like the show went much smoother. You know,
couldn't you tell the sincerity of our caring by the way we tilted our heads?
You know, I am slathered in
we
your
squinted
caring
our
right
eyes, we tilted our head, we shook it a little bit.
You guys sent me a Whitman sampler and some flowers and
right. That's right.
Of course, I ate the caramel ones, but the
well,
rest
who doesn't? I mean, you know,
yeah, nothing a borderline diabetic needs more than a Whitman sampler. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, as the poet philosopher Alice Cooper once noted, you'd force feed a diabetic a candy cane.
Oh, that's a great line. That's one of the great lines
of all time.
That's one of my favorite. That song, Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. That album, but You Can Go to Hell is the song in the Alice Cooper Goes to Hell album, of which the character's name is not Alice Cooper, it's Stephen.
Really?
Yeah, Alice Cooper's Goes to Hell. I guess it's to distinguish it from every other album named Goes to Hell, so that everybody would know that it was Alice Cooper's Goes to Hell.
If you ever get a chance to go back and,
but that one
review...
just getting back to that song, that one particular song has everything a 70s song should have.
Oh, absolutely.
It had hard rock, it had guitar licks, it had disco music. I mean, it was like everything.
Big boomy, made for the arena rock.
Exactly.
And what we need Andy to do a dramatic reading of the lyrics of Elected in the voice of his choosing. Oh. You know, I mean, including that wonderful lyric that reminds me of Trump so much.
Iggy Pop's Elected?
No, Alice Cooper doing, you know, remember when he gives you that wonderful line, I'm Yankee Doodle Dandy in a gold Rolls Royce. I want to be elected.
I would probably, if I had the sheet in front of me, I would do it, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
We will work this out because again, you doing it either Jimmy Stewart, William Shatner, or Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. Okay.
Doing the what's his name? Oh heck!
Couldn't we with AI now be able to record Andy doing the song in each of those voices and then harmonize them together?
Oh my God, the three of them together. That is brilliant.
Now, is there any reason, since we're destroying the planet with these data centers, you know, chewing up all this energy anyway, why don't we do something for our entertainment?
True. The data centers, you know. I haven't got a date with those guys in years. So anyway, you know.
That's because Trump is fake screwing them.
Oh.
Well.
I said screw. I kept it clean. Who's opening up a treat box there? There we go. Oh, you're crunching a water bottle?
Crunching a bottle. Hey, it goes, doesn't take up as much space in the trash can.
Well, Andy, I just sent you the lyrics for Elected.
Give them to me. I'll pop them up on the screen.
Oh, well, hold on. All right. Do you want it to Off Night or do you want it to Mark?
Send it to Mark.
Now, did you text it or email it to me?
I sent it to you via the Facebook Messenger. Okay, we got to keep our corporate sponsors happy. Our Facebook Messenger.
Facebook.
Oh, remember, if you don't say Facebook Messenger, that's when you got the electric shock applied to your spine. Yeah.
Well, I don't have Facebook Messenger.
Oh dear. Well,
no.
Perhaps
everything I put it on it says it won't.
No, don't worry. I'll do it.
It won't accept it. So
I wouldn't accept it either. I can do that, and because I don't quite rival Mark. There you go. But I'm close in my technical abilities. And I just think you doing that as William Shatner.
Oh, you know what? I just realized now
Shatner or what's the beat? Is there or just read it as
read it as dramatic poetry. I mean, it comes. I mean, anytime you have an opening line, I'm your top prime cut of meat. I'm your choice.
I'm your top prime cut of meat.
I'm your yeah.
I want to be elected. I'm
I want
your Yankee Doodle Dandy in a gold Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kids want to be savior. Don't be elected.
You mean crazy?
I want to be elected.
See?
We're all going to rock these rules that I make.
Yeah.
I want to be elected. Elected.
Yeah. Elected.
Good evening, Mr. and Miss America. Oh. Let's see. I never lied to you. I always been cool. I'm going to be elected.
God, the 70s were great.
We're all gonna rock to the rules that I make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does sound rather Trumpian, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
All right, I got to get the vote, and I told you about school. I want to be elected. Hallelujah! I want to be elected. Everyone in the United States of America. We're going to win this one. Country by storm.
All right, this is our new segment. This is our new
you
segment.
And me together, you young and strong, and we're going to get elected.
This is our new segment. We give Andy classic rock lyrics, and he uses them as one of his better.
He may reinterpret them. He brings them to we need to get like a bongo track in the background.
Collected.
Speaking of bongo track.
I want to be elected. And if I am elected, wow, I promise the formation of a new party. Good party. The Wild Party. Wow.
It's Christopher Walken with Tourette's reading Alice Cooper.
I know we have had problems. We got problems right here in Central City. We have problems on the north, south, east, and west. New York City, St. Louis, Philadelphia. Wow. Los Angeles, Detroit, Chicago. Everybody has problems. Personally, I don't care. That's the last one. Okay.
Why aren't those numbers just rolling up? I mean,
yeah. Well, it was just the first sort of night of our attempted mashup. I said, we'll put.
But I think rock lyrics read by Andy voices.
Absolutely.
That's a segment.
All right, I'll try.
I
can't wait to hear me do either "God Save the Queen" or "Comfortably Numb." Both, I'm sure.
Yeah, send them comfortably numb.
I'll send him comfortably numb.
I'll do that next week.
Yeah,
and the less he knows the lyric and the artist, the better it's going to be.
Exactly. Exactly.
So let's try to be as obscure as we can,
And by the way, thank you for your helping me with the concept of Gilligan's Island repositioned to Epstein's Island. Your suggestion of a 3-hour massage is just
a 3-hour
massage. Yes,
massage. Yes, of course.
That kind of writes itself. I mean,
it does. It does. Yeah. Where
kids can't get off the island. Nobody can escape the island.
Well, again, what can I say? It's topical. Just like the ointment you'll need after you visit.
Now, who's the character that would be Epstein on Gilligan's Island? Who would be close?
Oh, it'd be the professor.
The professor. Okay.
He was hiding some serious. I mean, we always understood the thinly veiled but pretty obvious male sexual tension between Gilligan and the skipper. We understand that. We
little buddy.
They bunked together. They exactly. He was the first mate. I mean, and this being, of course, Pride Month, maybe it's a good time to delve into this. What if the lost episode Paul Lynde appears as Uncle Arthur on Gilligan's Island?
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah,
and transports them all to the Brady Bunch.
Right.
Oh wow.
And Natalie Schaefer, if I'm not mistaken, had a role when she was back in her film acting days, had a role as a severe lesbian, and I forget the name of it. I think it's like in Celluloid Closet. You know,
Wasn't she in Marty?
She was an actor. She was an actor. So,
yeah.
well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out
Yeah.
because we have Google in my hand.
Another someone who had a nice little 5 and under role in Clute was Jean Stapleton. She plays a secretary. She's got about 5 lines.
Who was the woman in Marty?
Well, they're going to want to know more than that, I think. Maybe the cast.
Marty is Clara Snyder, who was played by Betty Blair. Clara is a shy chemistry teacher who meets Marty at the Stardust Ballroom.
Betsy Blair. Sorry.
Natalie Schaefer. Let's look at her filmography here. Natalie Schaefer. All right. Oh, man, she did a lot of Gilligan movies.
Well,
didn't even know this.
At a certain point, you have to just lean into it, you know? I mean...
Dishonored Lady. Would that have been the film you're thinking of?
That sounds like it.
Marriage is a Private Affair, starring Lana Turner.
Wow.
She was in Forever Darling, starring Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz.
Oh, wow.
The Snake Pit.
I like it.
Like the second one.
Yeah, she was in Doe Girls with. She was in Doe Girls with. Let's see what we got here. Ann Sheridan, Allison Smith, something Carson, and Wyman.
Well, it's my understanding that off duty, she was a woman who enjoyed feminine company. She was not. She might have even been married, but of course back then, I mean, even Rock Hudson was married.
This must be the film you're talking about. She was in a film called Caught.
Oh yes.
The other one was called Secret Behind the Door.
Oh, I've got the German version of that.
They're all lesbian films. Listen to these titles.
Yeah. Well, the ladies need something to look at.
Molly and Me. Come on. She was in a film in 1945 called Keep Your Powder Dry.
Absolutely.
Tell me there's not double entendre on that one. Come on. She was in a John Wayne film called Reunion in France, 1942.
All right.
She was in a 1951 film called Payment on Demand. I didn't say what part she had in these films.
That movie could be reinterpreted in so many ways, just based on the title.
Mm-hmm.
She was with Barbara Stanwyck and David Niven in The Other Love.
Oh wow!
Again, the joke.
All of these.
The joke.
Barbara those are all.
They're all writing themselves.
Barbara Stanwyck and David Niven. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like David was.
She was in a Bob Hope vehicle called Casanova's Big Night.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah. Are we sure we're talking about a night? Did they want to say something else, perhaps? I don't know.
In 1937, hell, did they even have talkies in 37? In 37, she was in Daughter of Shanghai.
Yeah.
Well, who wasn't? I mean,
they had talkies by the early 30s, but they were able to. They started off with making the microphones look like objects, and then they got the idea.
Tell you what, she was in enough films to pay the rent and have food on the table. So she didn't do too badly here. Take Care of My Little. Another film she was in. All of these sound like they're lesbian films. Come on.
Well, you know what?
1975's Day of the Locust. Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Day of the Locust. I remember that.
She starred with Fred McMurray. She starred with Fred McMurray, Dorothy McGuire, and Howard Keel, and Calloway Went That Away.
I bet he did. Down there in Griffith Park.
Just started with Jimmy Cagney She started with Jimmy Cagney in 1948 in The Time of Your Life.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Back when we had the movie system or the studio system, You know, when they were
the studio system,
when you were committed to making 4 to 6 movies a year, you know, instead of one every 2
it was
and a
a
half.
job. It was a job, damn it.
Yeah.
You got in that studio and started cranking them out. Yeah.
And like Hattie McDaniel said, I can get paid $500 a week to act as a maid, or I can make $50 a month being one.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the trivia question. I'll buy you whatever drink or whatever comfort or whatever you want if you can tell me Lovey Howell's actual name.
I'm sorry. I'm out.
She wasn't given the name Lovey. Now that's what Thurston called her.
Yeah.
But her real name wasn't Lovey. What was her real name?
Oh, as the character name.
Yeah.
Yes,
not the actress's name.
Not we know we know the actress's name, but this is Lovey Howell was called Lovey. She's called Mrs. Howell by everyone else, but Thurston Howell called her Lovey. That was his pet name for her. What was her given name? What was the character's given name?
I'm going to go say with Louise, I think.
I wouldn't know. Well,
y'all giving up with it. I don't have to give up the prize, but it's okay. I don't have to give up the prize now. Her name was Eunice.
Eunice. How did we even know? How was that ever used?
Hold on. We're gonna find out.
In what episode was it used?
It's just like, you know, Alexander Courage, the guy who wrote the theme for Star Trek, the original Star Trek.
In what episode of Gilligan's Island did we learn that Lovey Howell's real name was Eunice? I love AI.
Lovey Howell's real name, Eunice, was never actually said on the show. It was only mentioned in the original, unreleased pilot episode script.
Thank you.
Where her full name is Eunice, with Lovey in parentheses. Curious about other details of the show?
Wow.
Tap the mic and ask.
And her maiden name?
Interesting facts about Gilligan's Island.
Her maiden name was Wentworth. Her maiden name was Wentworth.
Wow.
So call Eunice Wentworth. 877 cash now.
Eunice was never used.
Cash now. It's Eunice Wentworth. 877 cash now.
Eunice Wentworth. There you go. Yes.
Alexander Courage wrote the original, amongst other things. He was a big guy. He wrote the original Star Trek theme. He was getting royalty checks from the series that is using his theme, and they're not adding up. And they're like, "What the hell? What's?" Well, because Gene Roddenberry, being the snake that he was, recorded a version of the Star Trek theme with, I believe, Nichelle Nicole singing an actual sung version. So he gave himself 1/3 credit, hence 1/3 of the publishing. And this is not an insignificant amount of money.
No, absolutely not.
And it was never used. It was never broadcast. There is like a version of it that's out there on the internet.
But because his name got put on it before it went out there.
Exactly. And that's what Alexander Courage said. He said that he would never work with any Roddenberry project ever again. He never did. Again, you know, Courage was the kind of guy he had one of those guys who had, as we say, FU money, you know, from the work that he had done. He could pick and choose, as it were.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's again, that is a kind of a snaky move, but Roddenberry was known. Leonard Nimoy had a notoriously prickly relationship with Mr. Roddenberry, which is why he was very nearly not in any of the movies, starting with the first one, wrote out of the second one. Gene was finally senile by the time the third one rolled around, and you know, they could sort of like put him off on a golf course, you know, somewewhere. And
which movie was the one where Spock died? Do you remember which one Spock died?
Number 2. That was that
2.
That was just and the reason why, according to Shatner, the reason why this all kind of is they never expected another sequel. They kept thinking, well, this is it. We can, you know, they'd always tear the sets down and everything, and then the movie would be a smash. And they're like, well, I guess we got to make another one. And
Didn't they bring him back for number 3?
They sure did. Brought him back from beyond the grave and did a pretty good job of it. And they had Reverend Jim as the Klingon.
Oh, as a Klingon, yeah.
The thing I remember most about.
I'm going to use a phaser on you if you keep this up. All right.
Yeah, it's
when I see Star Trek films,
yeah.
What does a yellow Klingon me.
Slow down.
What does a yellow Klingon mean?
Oh God. Oh, slow down. Oh, stop it. We're irritating Mark. We've got to stop. We Oh dear.
What are we doing?
We've gone completely off the rails.
We combined two jokes.
I've taken over the whole Star Trek thing here instead of. But yes, Natalie Schaefer apparently was in, well, seemingly more than one movie, but at least one movie where she played again a severe sort of lesbian of the the sort of 1950s variety.
Let me guess. She smoked.
Probably quite a bit.
Oh, I didn't mean that way.
Yes.
Well, okay, that was 8:47.
Hetty Lamar. Are you worked with Hetty Lamar?
Hetty Lamar?
Don't worry, she can't sue us for 100 years.
Oh God! We should.
What?
Now that would be an interesting talk show game.
Yes.
Like game show type thing, where we get the lines from movies. We could use that one. We could use Young Frankenstein. We could use The Princess Bride. I mean, one where they have a lot of lines that have been requoted. Godfather has a bunch of them.
Yes.
And every question is answered with one of the. We'd have the list with us, so we knew all the lines that we could choose from. But every question we answer every question we ask has to be answered with one of those lines.
Oh God, one of my favorite bits from Godfather is when Abe Vigoda is begging for his life. He's like, "Tom, can you get me off the hook? For old time's sake."
For old time's sake, yeah.
And Duvall's like, "No,
no,
can't do it. Can't do it, Sally.
Can't do it, Sully."
And they just does that little head nod that he used to do, and it's like, take him away. It's done. You're over. Yeah, you screwed up. You backed the wrong horse.
You won the wrong horse. It's not 5. It was against 5.
We got 15 minutes left. So let's get to our what conspiracy theory are we going to confirm or debunk tonight?
Well, if you will, one that I'm personally favored of is that when they turned on CERN back in 2016, which I'm sure you remember as being kind of a tumultuous year, but they created a rip in the timeline.
Yes.
And we have been in an alternate timeline ever since.
Or what was the conspiracy is about this is that basically it created a black hole.
Yes.
And we were sucked into the black hole.
Yes.
We are actually dead right now.
We are in another existence. This is where Mark's this is the overplay. This is the Venn diagram overlap between Mark's concept of there's all kinds of possible
every
universes.
moment, and you can't say every second because a second is made up of
a billion seconds, a trillion seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that CERN blew us into one of those realities where Harambe got shot.
Remind me what CERN is again.
CERN is a particle accelerator in Europe. We were going to build one in America, but they realized that only one. It's a 16-mile wide atom smasher.
Yeah,
where they
I know the particle accelerator.
Yeah, they aim heavy particles at each other at the speed of light and
create miniature. What really when they first started talking about this when I was in college, this is what was still a theory, everything. They talked about building these particle accelerators so they could recreate the
moment of creation, Big Bang.
They tried to recreate the Big Bang, and all I could think of was, why would we want to do that?
Well, Big Bang can mean a lot of things. And
that's at 4844 in the show.
That's the trifecta, folks. Okay, that's it. We're done. I've gotten out of my system.
I think that's one of the.
Isn't the Big Bang where all of mass and energy is concentrated in one point, so that it's so concentrated it can no longer sustain anything but an explosion, and that's how everything started. At least this time. I'm sure now we're still expanding. As soon as we start contracting again and go trillions of years of contracting, and then we have another Big Bang theory. It's probably probably to the existence that's outside of us is probably watching these little universes going boop, 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 in that kind of time, And we're going through trillions of years, and they're just seeing a little flashing light, you know?
Right. And then the question becomes, when we start to collapse, does time run backwards? And then of course, because if it all collapses in on, because of dark matter, then it all collapses in on a tiny pinpoint and then blasts into another universe. So after a while, you got to wonder that this stuff is incredibly deep, and these guys are smoking the hash pipe pretty damn hard.
Oh, you have to do that. I mean, how can you, even if you don't smoke the hash pipe, just what you're putting into your brain with this stuff is enough to give it hash pipe ishness, I guess. But
but getting back to what Neil deGrasse Tyson was saying when you're talking about aliens, then consider, if we all come from this one big bang, if everything we know, that would mean the aliens are made of the same stuff we are.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all made of the same stuff.
Right.
But it's all. But the thing is,
did you see him on Bill the other night?
No.
He was the one. No, he was talking about if because somebody asked him. One of the audience questions was, if you're the one that's chosen to talk to the aliens when they come here, how would you handle that? And he said, I would speak math, because math is universal.
Yeah.
And as long
that makes sense.
You try anything else, everything else is cultural. Math is not cultural. Math is math.
Right. Yeah.
Math is numbers and measurements, and
right.
Basically a trillion-mile long stretch of zeros and ones.
Does that mean he'd use a Texas instrument and spell hello on it? Or is that what we're talking about?
That would be one approach.
Oh, okay.
That would be one approach. That would, definitely. He might use something with a little more.
He would spell help and turn it upside down.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly. Help. We're locked in a timeline we don't belong in. Can you, if we can just go back to May of 2016 and stop Harambe from being killed, then none of this needs to happen. Again, one of my favorite memes is, that Harambe was killed and that split the timeline, and here we are. And of course, this being the first day of Pride Month, me, I'm a very proud. I just want to bring up, a military hero, a man who stood up for his people, who fought in wars and did the best he could to lead his nation out of the cinders of war into a brave new world, a new order, if you will. And of course, I'm talking about the military genius and political motivator Ernst Röhm. That gets the response I expected to. Savagely killed some years later.
Ernst Röhm just sounds like a name of a guy who invented a trailer for a truck,
or like the worst dessert chef ever,
There you go.
What are we having? Yeah. Ernst is making dumplings again. It's like, oh no.
There you go.
Or a wrestling hold. Put him in the Ernst.
Put it in the Rome. Put in the Rome.
He's got the Ernst Röhm on him. The Rome.
Not the lizard. Put in the Rome. There we go.
I just love that when he goes to be arrested, Hitler's there wearing a full-length leather jacket to the floor with a bullwhip, and he's accusing Rome of being a homosexual. It's like, Adolf, darling, baby, sugar. Before you go out to arrest your friend for being a queer, you might want to look in the mirror and see that you seem to be borrowing something out of his closet. Just saying. Do whatever you want. Do you, Adolf? But you are the one that with the bullwhip, demanding that your friend be arrested. So,
do you remember Rami Angelic, Andy?
Who?
Rami Angelic. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. Yes.
She had that one line about in Chicago they had the Nazi parade permit the same weekend as the gay pride parade.
Yeah.
And she says so much leather, everyone was confused.
Well, I think John Landis got it right in Blues Brothers, where he had a fairly prominent Nazi presence. Of course, Henry Gibson being the leader of the Nazis in that particular film with you know, his rather profound male disclosure right as the car is plummeting to their doom.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
you know.
Did you ever see Almost Famous with
Yes.
with the Goldie Hawn's daughter
Yeah.
and
Yes.
who else is it? But anyway, when the
Jared
plane's going
Leto
down,
and yes.
There's
yeah,
Oh,
Jared Leto,
the drummer.
yeah, the plane's going down. And he goes, oh, he says,
I'm gay.
I'm gay. I don't want to go down. Not having said that, and all of a sudden the plane levels off, and everybody's
turbulence
more
clears up, and yeah, well, you know, I mean, it was
funny.
you know, let's not forget we lived in a time when Liberace, Paul Lynde, and Freddie Mercury never quite came out of the closet, as if there was ever a closet strong enough to hold them.
How about Rock Hudson never came out.
Yeah, but Rock, you could at least see. I mean, there were women who liked Rock Hudson, right? You know.
Yeah.
But I remember my mom.
He was a male lead star.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you see him when you know this about him now, and you see him in Ice Station Zebra, and it's like, oh, Rock, locked in an iron ship beneath the waves. Well, somebody's dream has come true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ernest Borgnine,
long, hard,
shooting torpedoes into the sea, and it's with 8:56, folks. So that's the
look, I still like that movie, no matter what you do.
It's a great movie. I love the movie. Come on, you know, Ernest Borgnine doing his best bad Russian.
Oh yeah.
But who didn't love Ernest Borgnine? Come on, you even loved him in Emperor of the North.
All right, our assignment for next week
get Ernest
is we
Borgnine
get
for $5,000 a day about 3 years ago. You know.
Yeah. Mark, you're saying the assignment?
Gone?
Yeah. Well,
the assignment for this week is let's get Andy the lyric. You and I, Jason, we'll decide on a lyric that's obscure enough that Andy won't know, and then we'll allow him to pick the voice.
A dramatic reading.
Based on the
exactly.
A dramatic reading in one of his voices. Yes.
Yeah.
I will send you the lyrics.
Okay.
And then it who knows? It could be something from Captain and Tennille, because again, Christopher Walken doing Muskrat Love. Yeah, you know, I mean,
yeah.
And we can do that.
Lose the voice, so
yeah, you know, they'll making Mark will make the little woodchuck noises on we'll have him perhaps have some sort of a recording where he can do that, or who knows? I mean, again, I would love to hear Jimmy Stewart doing "Afternoon Delight" by the Starland Vocal Band. Yeah,
could do that.
Yeah. Does anyone remember the big AM hit about cannibalism? Timothy, you know, about the guys who were lost.
Yeah.
Lost in the cave, and 2 came out, but 1 didn't. And of course, that was Rupert Holmes, who would later pen the Margarita song or whatever that god awful
Pina Colada.
Saying, oh God, just
you like pina coladas?
Yeah, and getting caught in.
Do you like pina colada?
Do you like getting lost in the rain? Yeah.
If you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain.
Yeah. So I try to find him, and who was there? But it was him. All right. It was like these whole. The women were all crazy about that damn song. They played it over and over.
Oh my God. Or William Shatner.
They performed it constantly, yes.
William Shatner performing Steve Miller's The Joker, a smoker, midnight toker.
No, I can't remember that one.
Oh, no one can. But yet we heard it a million times. It's the reason why we did drugs in the 70s. It was because of musical constructions such as that. You know, again, I remember it. Well, who can ever forget? Perhaps the lyrical construction and the existential dread brought to us by the Blue Oyster Cult, with of course their major theme, Godzilla, picks up a bus, throws it back down as he wades through the building in the middle of town. Bug-eyed people on subway trains scream bug-eyed as he's on them. Yes, go Godzilla.
Got it. Okay.
There you go.
We'll work on it. Well, yeah, give me the lyrics.
All right. we will send them off.
All right, that'll be next week. Everybody, tune in for Andy's doing our dramatic reading.
Mark and
slightly obscure rock and roll. So join us again next Monday night at 8:00. I might publicize that. That sounds like it's going to be a pretty good show.
It might
this is a pretty good show.
There you
I
go.
thought this was a pretty good show.
Yep.
All right, well, I'll see you guys.
Conspiracy theories.
There you go.
Great.